Khan, Shalom. Salak, I got interrupted. Actually, I had to put my phone on airplane mode, but I forgot about that. Uh, I'm about to do that now, right? So over here you see porn star Adams22's wife Lena reveals was in pain for days after filming a sex scene with another man as she and her husband discuss possibility of having a threesome with him. All right. YouTuber Adam22's porn star wife has revealed she was in pain for days after doing a sex scene with another man who had a bigger penis than her husband, but still admitted that she and her spouse are considering having a threesome. Adam, the 39-year-old podcast host of No Jumper, who recently came under fire for allowing his spouse Lena, also known as Lena the Plug, to perform on camera with a man for the first time in their 7-year relationship, has brought further attention to the sex scene by noting that they may engage in a threesome. 2 weeks after Lena 32 filmed the scene, she said that she was in pain for 3 or 4 days because she had sex for 40 minutes with a man whose penis was bigger than Adam's. And this is the world we live in nowadays, you know, that this is just an introduction to the new normal, you know. This is what they do. Someone has to, how do you say that, do that for the first time, and eventually more and more and more people do it, you know. But according to the scriptures, if you have people like this that are how do you say that, participating in these basically adulterous marriages, these people need to be put to death, because that's not according to the scriptures, man. Your wife is not supposed to sleep with another man, and if she does, you need to put that man to death and the woman. But guess what? He just agrees to it. So that's how backwards this is. Okay, anyway, let's continue. It says 2 weeks after Lena 32 filmed the scene. I already read that. The California-based couple also spoke to the man Lena performed with, Jason Love 38, and discussed the possibility of all three of them engaging in sexual activities together. Speaking on the 39-year-old's podcast, Lena detailed her experience having sex with Jason and how long it took her to snap back. Lena said, "I was in a lot of pain for a few days, so having sex was you're a little traumatized by me being like, ouch, hold on." She added that it took her 3 or 4 days to feel okay again. The porn star then explained that although she was in pain, she didn't think her vagina had stretched. That's how that's how horrible this is, man. This is the new normal. This is gonna be the new normal, man. And it has been a secret fetish of Esau for a long time, you know. The porn star then explained that although she was in pain, she didn't think her vagina had stretched, because you have cuckolding. That's a whole movement. Even in Holland, you have men that allow their wives to get how do you say that, penetrated by other men. You know, they allow it in these clubs, sex clubs they have in Holland as well. You know, so this is normal to them. Later on, the couple brought Jason on to discuss the hate that Adam had received and toyed with the idea of having a threesome. Speaking to Jason, Adam said, "I just want to get your thoughts on that and how people should think about that in the context of being the silent third party in all of this. Well, I don't know if you look at it in a business aspect, then basically it was just a job." And Jason continued, "It's two people coming and making an understanding. If you're cool with it, it is what it is." The 38-year-old said that he wouldn't like it if his partner had sex with another man. "Me personally, I don't know if I have enough in me to allow it, but everyone's different," Jason noted. Lena then shifted the conversation to the potential of having a threesome with her husband and Jason. She explained that she would be turned on if she, Adam, and Jason were in the same room, adding that they would have to do a scene. And that's basically it, man. I'm not gonna go too much into depth, you know. over here, I felt a little jealous at first, but overall it wasn't that big of a deal. She watched me sleep with hundreds of girls, and it's never affected our relationship. But that's another thing. That's different, you know. There's a different, how do you say that? Uh, that's that's different because men and women are not the same, you know. Women get penetrated, men do the penetrating. The man will always leave the DNA of his in the woman for the rest of his life. Besides that, she said, Adam also said if his wife was pregnant, he wouldn't know if the child was his. So he probably, you know what, allowed this fluid to be in his wife. That's even crazier. He basically marked her as his basically, and that's horrible, man. But that's what these people deal with, you know. So let's go to let me go to the first scripture I have on this, which is Wisdom of Solomon 14. Okay. So over here it says, they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another treacherously or grieved him by adultery. And this is what that the world is coming to now. So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, and perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, which is what you're doing when you're sleeping with someone else's wife, or if your wife is sleeping with another man. Changing of kind, you know, which is an all-time high right now, you know. Men wanting to be women, wanting to be men, and cutting off limbs and perfectly healthy limbs to be whatever they call themselves, you know. We call them, they call them the alphabet mafia, you know. Changing of kind, disorder in marriages. So your wife is allowed to sleep with other men. You know, men sleeping with women that already have husbands. That's not allowed, you know. Adultery and shameless uncleanness. So this is the world we're living in now, man. You know. Let's go to 2016. Exodus 20, right? Thou shalt not commit adultery, okay? Exodus 20 and 14, okay? Thou shalt have, over here, Exodus 20. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And let me jump down to 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Okay, that's one of the 10 commandments. Okay, one of the baselines concerning ways of living, man. You know, the 10 basically the 10 basics that you have to live by. You know, regular Christians are supposed to know that as well. You know, which America calls itself a Christian country, but there's no penalties concerning these breaking these type of laws. You know that, so they can no longer call themselves people of the book or people that are living as Christians. You know, this is horrible, man. So 1 Corinthians. Wait, let me go to Jeremiah. By the way, man, that's another one. Jeremiah 3:1. Jeremiah, they say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places. So over here it says, and become another man, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? You see, a man is, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? That's what it says in the scriptures. It's not allowed, man. You know, even if a man leaves his wife and she marries another man, and afterwards she comes back to him, that's not allowed neither. That's according to the scriptures, man. So with that, I want to say all praises and glory go to the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yashai. And Shalom.